An actor-singer says his singer girlfriend was lured into witchcraft behind the industry. Put on your tinfoil hats. I know some of you are conspiracy theorists. Rotimi, he a former Power actor. He's also a singer. Thank you, Andy. You know, we got our legal files and we got our tinfoil files, so we're getting into that. He revealed that his wife, Vanessa, who's a singer, she was approached with an offer to practice witchcraft in an attempt to boost her music career. He said that the prevalence of juju, voodoo, and black magic in the entertainment industry is heavy. And he said that these practices are hyper real and they're influencing many people's paths to success. So let's hear a little bit about what he had to say.
When you're powerful and more powerful than certain men, it can kind of make it be like, if you don't go with anything that they say, she's this, she's that, she's that, she's da 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 da. So, and she didn't sacrifice herself with witchcraft,
right?
And for real, like right. You know, she's been approached to elevate to the next level.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Oh, that's a real thing, bro. That's a real, like, witchcraft, voodoo, juju, all of that is a real thing.
To get to the next level in career.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yes. Wow. It's a real thing. So she's been presented opportunities like, hey, this is what we do. This is how we move. This is the things that you have to do to get to this level by top execs. And she was like, I'm not with it. And then also she wasn't going to sleep her way to the top. So then it caused her, and she didn't have management really for real. So like, she's successful. She's doing all these things. And she's to the point where it's like, I'm drunk, man. I got a drink to get out my head and just find peace. And so, and that with liquor brought depression. So at that point, she was like, this is not me. I love the music, but I hate the business. And she just was like, I can't do it anymore. So that was how she kind of let it go. But yeah, witchcraft, warlocks and voodoo, juju, black magic, all of that is hyper real. That's what made me even believe more in God.
Right.
You know,
it's so crazy because you get desensitized to it because you will see like the interviews and there's people telling the stories.
But that's what they want you to do, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the mission. Like the devil, the enemy can't really, he can't lie to you for real. He got to tell you what it is and you choose to believe it or not. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this person drinks goat blood. Yeah. But I told you that it did. And it's not hiding it. It's just, you just desensitized to it that, no, this is a real thing. You know what I mean? So that's just the ways of the devil.
Well, there's a lot there.
A lot there.
You know, that's his experience. He said he stayed prayed up, so blessings for that. I mean, listen, I do think that what some people also attribute that is, I think a lot of times when people talking about putting blood, sweat, and tears and what some people are willing to give up or do or extend themselves to be successful in Hollywood, I don't think at times, not everyone, I'm just talking generalizations, they are throwing out figurative language around some of this stuff. Excuse me. Not saying that, you know, there's not a certain segment that might be into some different stuff, some weird stuff. There are people that believe like manifestation, for example, is a form of this witchcraft that he is talking about. And that is something that prior to, you know, we've seen in social media, this conversation around manifesting and affirmations take off and become more mainstream. But 15, 20 years ago, that wasn't really something that people were considered woo-woo if they started talking about those type of things. And publicly, as attributing it to their success, they weren't necessarily taken very seriously. So, you know, I think Oprah kind of ushered in the opening up of people being comfortable with ideas like the universe and affirmations and Super Soul Sunday and things of that nature. But Hollywood can be a tricky place, so keep your eyes open if you dare to enter and stick with your moral compass. That's all I can say. You won't go wrong if you stay true to your moral compass.